What's up, baby? Episode episode 11. How are
We
we?
good. We live.
Welcome.
We breathing. We out here.
Welcome back. I'm a little bit calmer today. I had to blow some steam off yesterday. My Lakers had an embarrassing loss. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, the Locked Up Podcast, episode 11. Before we forget and before we start rambling and pissing everybody off, timestamps are in description. Please, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, agree with us, disagree with us. Let us know what you think of our wild calls. And without further ado, this is Essam. I am Ali. And ladies and gentlemen, we are locked up. Bruv.
They won't let me out.
Thriller of a game.
They got close. Most of these games tend to do that.
Miami's up 3-1. 112-109. It came down to some clutch free throws by Mr. Buckets. Yeah. Let us know, bruv. What are your thoughts?
First thought. Tyler Hero. Damn. You know what? you were comparing Tyler Hero to Devin Booker, but now I'm starting to see it, man. He jumped down there 40 in the playoffs. Hey, I didn't see Devin Booker get that far either, so damn. I'm starting to see it, man. That boy is special. That boy is so special. He hit the most buckets on the court that day, so it's crazy.
37 points, bro. 37.
Shout out to him for sure.
He's the first person to score that many points since Magic in
1980 or something like that. Crazy.
Something ridiculous, bro. Yeah, absolutely. What else? What's your takeaway?
One other thing is, I was in the argument in the group chat with y'all about Jay Crowder. I said that he needs to stop jacking 10 threes a game, and you guys are like, nah, let him keep shooting. 1 for 9. So take that.
Okay.
Don't tell me nothing.
Okay.
Don't tell me none.
Yeah.
I think he needs to shoot between like 6 to 8 max. I swear he shoots over 10 a game. This is like the one game where he shoots 9.
He shot 7 today.
Yeah, but he usually shoots 10. But he was 1 for 7, so I finally stopped. Now I don't mind him shooting threes. He just needs to shoot less. Usually this is a good range, but he was cold today, so that wasn't good. He's actually good defensively as well, but the coach didn't keep him on, so that was bad. Yeah. Duncan Robinson, 0 for 5. Damn, what's up with Duncan? He's either on or he's off. It doesn't seem to be an in-between in this series.
Yeah.
Yep. Goran and Butler, pretty similar games, 8 for 21, pretty reliable. 8 for 20. But, they got important buckets when it mattered and things like that. So that open three by Goran, the clutch buckets by Jimmy, the clutch free throws by Jimmy. Very well done. Bam, 7 for 11. I hope his wrist is okay.
Yeah, he went,
All in all, it's a good game. Tyler Hero, just crazy.
Man of the match just by far. What do you think? What do you think is going on with Boston? What are your thoughts on Boston?
Man, I don't know. I swear every Boston game, the past 2 series goes down to the wire, and they either just come through by luck or they choke.
I don't think Brown they have He's the only clutch player, right?
I think Brown is the only true clutch one out of them.
He's the only one with a clutch gene that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on. I'll let you go.
I just want to see more Brown. I think Brown needs to shoot a lot more. He was 8 for 14, so he was definitely the most efficient one there. So I don't get why he doesn't shoot as much.
I don't know why.
We've been saying it for a while, but he just doesn't get the ball like that. He keeps it within the flow, which I respect. But I don't know, like when things get tight, like I'm tired of seeing Tatum jack up these weird threes that do not go in. Like yes, he hit maybe one crazy 3. But usually he misses, and he takes more than one and only hits like 1 out of like how many he does take. And Brown is always the one that hits the true clutch ones.
Hey, he had a
Smart had a bad game
half.
though.
Smart had a really bad game.
Smart had a bad game, 1 for 8 from 3. So Smart was really taking up the game after that. He really didn't do
Yeah.
much. He didn't do any crazy defensive plays and those hustle plays. I mean, he was hustling, like he was scrapping and diving for the ball and things like that, but he just wasn't getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was a bad factor for the Celtics, and I think pretty much Smart being off costed them because Tatum did what Tatum does. I mean, he started off terrible first half, but then he went off second half, so he made up for that first half performance. Overall, it ended up being quite efficient.
Yeah. Got you. So, what you thinking? Is it over?
Oh yeah. There's no way the Celtics are winning 3 in a row. They ain't clutch enough for that. They ain't got it like that. At worst, they might win the.
Would you put any of the blame on Brad Stevens? No one's talking about him. All the shine is going on the players. Because I feel like when teams have had a coach for a certain number of years and they're consistently falling short, if they start to look at the coach, right? They've looked at Doc Rivers, they've looked at D'Antoni, Billy Donovan. Is it time we look at Brad Stevens? He gets a lot of respect as a coach.
Maybe a little bit. I think he is slightly overhyped. I think he definitely, I don't know why he hasn't played Cantor as much as he's played Cantor. I feel like Cantor is quite solid, especially because I when I watched OKC a lot when Russ was there, I loved Cantor's game. Cantor usually was quite consistent and reliable, but he's not playing. I don't get why Wanamaker and
who?
You know what I mean? And Ojale get more minutes than Cantor. It doesn't make sense to me personally, but well. I definitely think Brad Stevens needs to put the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands more. I think that's pretty much the only adjustment he needs to make. Otherwise, coaching is not really much of a factor. At the end of the day, do they make the shots or not? Because, usually Kemba Walker's having bad shooting games, but today wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I'll talk about Kemba soon, eh? I'll talk about all these players soon, to be honest. I got some notes on everyone. First things first, big ups to Tyler Hero. This dude will be, along with my boy MPJ, will be an MVP candidate in 5 years. This guy will finish in the top votings. This guy will get MVP votes in 5 years, right?
But you know what? I will take back what I said when we had the Booker and Hero argument. I said that he is more of a solid role player, more of a Klay Thompson and not a Steph. Yeah, I got to take that back. He has elite rebounding ability. I've seen a little bit of passing ability, nothing crazy, but good solid assists. And he's hustling out there, and he's getting other buckets, driving into the hoop. Mid-rangers, faders, turnaround jumpers. That one where he lost the ball and it was loose on the floor and he grabbed it and did a 180 and still hit it. Yeah, Kuz wouldn't have hit that one. He had the concentration to hit that shot. This kid ain't afraid, man. This guy does not play like a rookie,
bro.
And he's 20, which is insane. So it's not the whole, he's had 4 years of college, so that's why he acts like a vet.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this guy's a youngin'. He's a youngin' with a bucket. He is a bucket for real. A satla, as we call it in Arabic.
Satla.
He is a satla, and that's bucket in Arabic.
He is a youngin with a capital O, bro. He's a youngin.
Youngin, yep.
Youngin, bro. This is the performance that we expect out of Luka Doncic. Tyler Hero gave us a Luka Doncic performance. And people are saying Doncic is next. When LeBron is gone, Doncic is up next as the GOAT. So I don't see why I can't put this dude in an MVP conversation in 5 years' time. And bro, I'm gonna get to this very soon about making the finals and getting to the chip and all that stuff. I guess I'll just start off with some notes. Big up to him, big up to pretty much the starting five. Of the Miami Heat, except my man Corey, had an off night shooting. However, I've seen him hit a lot of shots this postseason. I've seen him be money from three. And to be honest, bro, that's just his game now. That is what he is told to do on this team. Maybe on another team he'll play differently, but he is a sniper, and he's just a jacked future who will defend you, D you up on the other side. He's nippy, he's intimidating. Like I got a lot of love for Jay Crowder. If he has an off night, I'm okay with that. Just he's had an off night the last 2 games. If he picks it up next game, we good.
Shooter's gonna keep shooting. I think
Shooter's
he's
gonna keep shooting.
Too, though, in my opinion, and I think he needs to try get his attempts a bit lower. Maybe 6 threes a game, 6 attempts, and the rest of 2, something like that.
6 to 8 is a sweet spot. I think he does attempt those anyway. Big up to Bam Adebayo, Goran, and Jimmy. Those are the old reliables of the team. But bruv, and we saw Solomon Hill climb out of whatever cave he's been living in for a brief period of time.
that was a cheeky meme.
I was like,
for the game.
I went like, who's that, bro?
I didn't even recognize him. I was like, who is this?
Like, wait a minute, that's Solomon Hill.
The commentator said it, and I just had a big giggle at that, and it was immediately on the Instagram feed, so that was pretty funny.
Bro, I was watching today, and I was like, you know what? Like, we've been ignoring
Instagram just right here. Boop, boop.
Locked up. Y'all can see it below. I was thinking, bro, like, I don't see why there's any reason we can't crown Tyler Hero the best performer in the Miami Heat this playoffs.
Oh, whoa! Not yet.
I don't see a reason why we can't do that.
He had a bad game, I believe.
One,
and he hasn't been dropping damn near 40s every game. But
he scored double digits in every playoff game. That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Double-digit scoring in every playoff game.
Think he's been the best player for the Heat, but he's definitely been very solid and amazing and very impressive. I think he's going to have a much bigger role next year in the Heat. He's going to have a huge role.
Absolutely. So, but so far,
he's gearing up, man. I think they're going to have a good offseason, man. People are going to want to come to Miami because the city is amazing, the market is amazing, and the team is really solid. So I think I was become a lot sweatier. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Giannis over there.
I was in my trade machine today, and they have a lot of space to sign some big time players. I couldn't trade anyone, bro. They've sussed it straight up. I couldn't get anyone out, and I couldn't get anyone in.
Shout out to Pat Riley, the Don. He's the real life Don for sure.
Yeah, bro, 100%. Like, I don't see why I can't name Tyler Hero the best player in the conference so far. Like, it's madness what he's doing. It's unbelievable. Messed up the banner. My bad.
That's all good,
bro. I don't understand it. I don't get why. Like 37 and then double digits like in every other game. Like without him, they wouldn't have come this far. It's that simple.
Good point. Shout out to Hero. Amazing.
Shout out to Hero. I want to talk about why will the Celtics make/not make the NBA Finals? That's the title. We got to talk about the Celtics. We got to talk about them. We talked a lot about the Heat. So why will they not make or make the finals?
I think Kemba is just not good enough. Too small, and he just isn't good enough despite his size to just carry the team and be the leader. Because Kemba is meant to be the veteran and the leader, but he isn't. Tatum is the leader. And Tatum is just not quite yet ready to be the true leader, number one.
Marcus Smart is the leader, right? I don't think Tatum's the leader.
Well, exactly. The fact that it's like debatable, should Jaylen Brown be? Should Smart be? Shows that there isn't a true number one. And I get it. Like, they're good youngins and all, but you kind of need that guy when crunch time comes along. And I've seen Tatum just choke in quarters. I wouldn't like to say choke, but he doesn't get it done, shall we say.
Yeah,
he doesn't get it done either. He gets some buckets, but doesn't get all the buckets or most of the buckets. And I feel like that's the time where it should be, that's when, if it was Kyrie, Kyrie would take him home. And Kyrie usually does take them home.
What do you say? Clutch me, daddy.
Clutch me, daddy. Yeah, shout out to Drake. OVO right here. And yeah, I think that's the main problem is they just don't have a true closer yet. I think Tatum maybe in a year or two will be the true number one. But I feel like the Kemba Walker slot is just wrong. Like, he does not fit well. And I think Jaylen Brown needs a bigger role, especially in the clutch. But I think he needs to get more touches and more handling of the ball throughout the game to give him even more momentum in the fourth. I think it's kind of unfair that once it's hitting the fan now they finally dish it to him and he hits like a crazy contested shot.
Yeah.
He needs more touches to get even more in rhythm, to be even more clutch in the fourth. I think that's the main key, and I think that Kemba Walker's slot needs to be different.
Okay, so it's a write-off this year, so it's done.
Yeah. This is not good enough. I thought maybe Kemba would do more of an impact, but he really hasn't. Today, coming into the game, I was looking at Goran to bounce back. I was looking at Jimmy in particular, and for the Celtics, I was looking at Kemba, and he started off 3 for 4. So I was like, "Ooh!" I even drew the eyeball emojis next to Kemba, going 3 for 4, and he ended up with
14 or something.
It's 6 for 14, so not too bad. 3 for 8, but he did hit a really clutch 20 points, but nah, it ain't it, Chief. Yeah. It ain't gonna get it done.
And that it sounds like what you're trying to say is what I've been thinking too. And it starts with consistency. Like when you get this far into a season or even into a postseason, I need to know what I'm gonna get out of each player. You need to know what each person is going to do every single night. Right. And that's also why I'm concerned about the Lakers after yesterday's loss. If they lose the next game, if the series is tied, they're in trouble. And they've been very inconsistent, So that's a different topic. I won't get too emotionally caught up in that. But just to give you an example of that, like Bam at a bye, that's why I think the Miami Heat is a shoo-in for the finals, right? And potentially a championship. Bam is gonna do Bam, catch lobs. He's functionally small, he's a functional enough big man to get low and be a good on-ball defender. One of my favorite things about him as well is his hustle for offensive rebounds. He's had, out of the 6 of the 13 playoffs, I heard Van Gundy say this, he's gotten a 20-point double-double in 6 of the 13 playoff games. So Bam's I know what I'm getting out of Bam. Butler is the leader, right? He never puts his head down. Wink, wink, LeBron. He never puts his head down. Even if he's only getting up 6 shots, bro. If he goes 2 of 6 and they win the game, this guy's heads up. He keeps on keeping on. And the most important thing is he comes up clutch if he needs to. We've seen time and time again. Many times, bro. Right? Hero. Like I said, in my opinion, I'm sticking to it. Best performer on the Heat. I'm not saying best player. Don't put words in my mouth. Best performer on the Heat right now. Right? Excuse me. I know exactly how he plays. Consistently performing that way. Dragic, playmaker, great vocalist as well. And you've seen the meme. Why don't you put your hands down? Right? He'll never put his head down. You know what I mean? And the most important thing about Dragic to me is he always keeps the energy up. If the team looks slow or lethargic, you can bank on Goran to force them to speed the game up. All right? So that brings me to the Celtics, bro. Marcus Smart, my favorite player on the Boston Celtics. You cannot go 2 of 11 from the field this late in the postseason.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker.
Just real quick, you mentioned consistency, and to be honest, 20 and 20 by Tatum, Brown, and Walker. So that's usually what you want, and that's what you meant to get. But your man Smart let him down, though.
No, not really, bro. And I'll tell you why is unless you're in the Warriors like Curry, because Curry had that game where he went scoreless in the first half and dropped 33. Tatum doesn't have Clay and Draymond. He doesn't have the Warriors around him. You cannot go. I don't care if you went supernova in the second half. Imagine if he just scored 6 points in the first half. They win the game. They win the game. Okay.
Sure.
And Kemba Walker
throughout the game. That's true. Even consistency within the game changes.
Yeah.
And I just think their main issue is clutch. They're not clutch due to not being consistent.
And Kemba, I've stood up for you, but I'm sorry, bro. You're the kind of point guard. You're the kind of point guard that your play revolves around scoring. 20 points is not enough. It's just not enough in the postseason, right? Against bloodhounds like the Miami Heat, and say you win against LeBron, 20 points is not enough, bro. I need a 30-piece out, at least 1 or 2 30 pieces out of you, right? You're a sweaty player, bro. We know you can get 30. We know you can get 40. So give us that. And it brings me to this dude, bro. Damn near a max contract player, bro. Gordon Hayward. Are you going to give me 26 points or 9 points? It's pretty important, bro. If you're getting paid 27 milli, go on. Give us more points. Like
I gotta give it. I gotta give Hayward a bit of a pass because of the whole like he's been in and out the bubble, got injured. Isn't it like his second or third game back? Like, so I can't expect his shooting to be consistent, and that's the problem.
Has he ever, in his time in Boston, shown you he's worth 27 mil? Can you remember any?
But the horrific injury off the gate for his first game for them changed the whole thing for him. Before that, he was very consistent on the Jazz.
I believe
he was
that.
a solid like addition to the Celtics.
I believe
so he had to come back from that injury, and then and usually with those injuries, it takes maybe 2 years to get back to yourself again. And then back to himself again, and then out of pandemic, and then he comes into the bubble, gets injured again. So
Mate,
once again, consistency is a problem.
Number one, it's the playoffs. Push, right? Number two, I believed all of that. I said the same thing about PG when he broke his leg until I saw Yusuf Nurkic. Until I saw him come back and just be the Bosnian beast that we knew he was.
He's a sweat. He's sweaty,
like, bro, this guy would have been harder for him to recover as a 7-footer, right? So yeah, it's over, bro. Like, I need to know what I'm gonna get, and I know what I'm gonna get out of the Heat. I know exactly how the game's gonna go, right? And it brings me to Jaylen Brown, right? This guy is it for the team. From what I've seen, he's it from the team. But like, bruv, how do I forget that you're on the court? Like, I don't even know if he's a good ball handler because he doesn't get any touches, and it's probably not his fault. That's just how he's coached and how the team plays. But yeah, like once again, 21 points ain't enough, and like I said, probably not your fault. But yeah, like you need more touches, is what I'm saying. I'm sure you can agree with me as well. But that's what I think, bro. Celtics will not make the finals like this. I don't know if they need to change much. Like player wise, like trading and whatever. I think Kemba better go. I don't think Kemba needs to go.
Kemba doesn't fit.
I don't think he needs to go. I think they just need to learn, number one, how to play with each other and learn each other's strengths, and number two, consistency, bro. Develop the clutchness. I don't know how you do it.
Imagine if it was Goran instead. Goran would be like hitting clutch threes for them to end the game and stuff. Goran would be a great addition.
Yeah,
shout out to Overliable.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this along. So we both agree it's over, right? Heat to the finals.
I mean, I predicted the Celtics making it to the finals, but based off actually seeing the bubble and the playoffs play out, by the time the matchup was confirmed, Boston versus Heat, I was like, yeah, Heat the better team, but I didn't foresee that before the playoffs started. I would have thought that the Celtics would have been like too talented to lose, but the Heat are just simply a better team, man. They're crazy, and we saw them beating the Bucks. And since we knew that they were capable of beating the Bucks, then they're most definitely capable of making the finals. And to be honest, they're actually a threat to the Lakers for real.
They are 100%.
They're a true threat.
I was just gonna say that is after yesterday and after what we've seen, like it's been dodgy. The Lakers have not been consistent at all. Like what I just explained to you, like what I just rattled off to you, bro, was so easy to tell you because the Miami Heat do it day in and day out. They are the most consistent team in the NBA, right? And that's big ups to them, big respect. I like every single player on that team. You know, maybe not Kelly O. I can't forgive what you did to K Love, bruv. Can't forgive you.
Yeah,
but
Kelly's trash. Outside of Kelly, though, I like the team.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to move this along to my favorite segment. Essam, what would Essam do?
Hey, let's go. Let's play this game, huh?
Time to play the
game. Just for you, Ali. Had to play that for you. Let's play this game, baby.
Oh my God. If you know, you know. I'm a wrestler. I wanted to be a wrestler the first 18 years of my life. Appreciate that. All right, I got some trades for you. 3 new trades. I bottled up some packages. Okay, like I said last time, as we get further down, the heartstrings get tugged a bit more. I don't know about these 3 today. I think these are more logical ones than emotional ones. Trade number 1. Kevin Love has been traded to the Portland Trail Blazers for Hassan Whiteside.
No.
Why not?
I just have no faith in K-Love, and I think, yeah, like I don't know, like it seems like you and our mate seems to have much more faith in K-Love than I do. I think Whiteside just being that huge center was a good thing for the Portland Trailblazers. I don't think they need more offense from a big. I think Nurk is enough offense by a big man. So I don't think you need K-Love, honestly. I think the fact that Whiteside is a true center and is just huge, can contest and block shots just by pure length, even more than Nurkic, is actually to their favor. So no, I ain't with that.
That's fair.
And and Drummond is in Cleveland too, so it just doesn't work both ways.
Yeah, he is. It's true. That's true. I don't know. I feel like love with Lillard and CJ would be very deadly.
Nurk. You know what I mean?
Nurk. Yusuf.
Nurk. I even would trust Nurk threes over K-Love threes at this point, to be honest. So
okay.
There's literally nothing that K-Love is gonna do. That maybe those long passes, sure, but he ain't giving it to LeBron no more. So
yeah, he's not.
All right. No, K-Love is the one.
0 for 1. Okay. Since this has been a rumor, I went ahead and tried to package something up. So, Chris Paul has been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks for Chris Middleton and George Hill.
Done.
Absolutely. But then who's the shooting guard?
So losing Chris Middleton is a huge L. And CP is old, and there is a chance he might fall off that cliff due to Father Time. But I think if that trade happens, then Milwaukee has to do something else as well. They need to get a shooting guard. Man, they slipped by losing Bogdan. Malcolm.
Oh, bro, I can't believe they let him go. I cannot believe
if Malcolm was still on the team, it'd be like Malcolm, CP, and Giannis. That'd be like the trio. But yeah, nah. But yeah, I would send it, but the Milwaukee would have to do another trade after that. But I don't think OKC would be very happy with just Hill and Middleton. So I'm thinking more. I'm thinking more from a Giannis perspective. Is yes, I do want CP, but CP for Middleton is tough.
It is. It's a thinker. But the thing is, bro, I feel like OKC, like they're just winning, bro. The future is in Oklahoma. Anyways, okay,
hands, baby.
This is the kahuna, as you say, the big kahuna. This won't happen, but it's just fun to think about. Damian Lillard has been traded to the Brooklyn Nets for Kyrie Irving. The audacity to put that down, eh?
Damn, the audacity. Right now, I'm going to say it. If Damian Lillard was traded for Kyrie, they're getting a chip. We cannot stop Damian Lillard and KD at the same time. It ain't happening. They're both pulling up from half court and shooting a better percentage than anyone anywhere else on the floor. That's latest, bro. That is a lot. That's Gonskis. That's a Gonskis. I'm gonna call that. That's a wrap.
Hey man, money-wise, it works.
But there is no way the Blazers are gonna do that. There is no way.
Like I said, it's just fun.
Way.
It's fun to think about.
Fun, yeah, like the Blazers are gonna get cooked. Like Kyrie is not gonna suss it in the Blazers.
Yeah.
But Lillard and KD, nasty. Oh, that's crazy to think about. That's like, LeBron can't stop this. This is pretty much Curry and KD all over again. That's pretty much it pretty much becomes the new Warriors.
but a guy who shoots way more logo threes.
Yeah, but like but
Yeah.
it's literally like playing with Curry all over again, pretty much.
Pretty much a bigger, stronger version of Curry, actually.
Damn,
Like a
that's
Curry
wild.
a Curry who can dunk.
A Curry that can dunk. Yeah,
Pretty much. All right. I went. What did I go? I went 2 or 3 today. 2 or 3 on my trades.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my man AG out of Orlando. Trying my damn best right now. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. We wanted to keep this short and sweet today, and I think we did. I think we did a pretty good job of it. I am Ali. This is Essam. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Remember
Peace.
the timestamps in the below.
Later, boys.